Future WWE Judgment Day plans have been scrapped. Plus, another AEW name departs the company. And Being the Elite footage is going to appear on WWE TV. It's all in the wrestling news right now. Lots of love shown lately for the Judgment Day. There's a new champion in their midst in Big Con Dom. I get it now.
Because he's a big
Prophylactics.
Yeah, he's a rubbery character. I don't know what that even means. He's a rubbery character.
He owns a condominium. That's what it means.
He bloody loves mayonnaise.
Who doesn't?
Or mayonnaise. Depends what kind of condiment you want to talk about. Anyway, Work Wrestling's got some news. They say that WWE Judgment Day is the successor to the Bloodline storyline, which is massive in terms of a sentence I've just read out with my mouth. In terms of fan interest and longevity, the Judgment Day segments frequently gain major interest in the quarterly hour ratings and will continue to be a centre point of the shows moving forward.
And despite the love for Dirty Dom and his merry men and woman, more from Work Wrestling says that some plans going forward have been scrapped for the time being. JD McDonough was set to join the Judgment Day, and according to Work Wrestling, those plans have been halted. He's on Main Event this week, losing to Apollo Crews.
He's how big?
Do you reckon?
It looks that way, doesn't it?
I think he's...
You look at instances like JD McDonough sort of approaching Finn Balor in the background of a shot, like, subtle. Triple H's subtlety, which is very clear indeed. It's his brand of subtlety and nobody else's brand of subtlety. You look at stuff like that, and then Bronson Reed being nicknamed Big, and you're thinking... That used to be how it used to be a few years ago. Especially with the Bronson Reed one. Surely would have been called Big Bronson Reed from the get-go because Triple H was in charge of his creative way back in day in NXT, wasn't it?
They would have gone with it then. But so do we think it's a size thing potentially for JD?
You have to think so.
It depends. Do you know what? It depends. I've not seen JD McDonough standing next to Dom. And I feel like Dom's like the kid of the group.
He's also a long boy, isn't he? He's like that duck.
He's also...
Rest in peace, long boy.
Oh, the long boy duck, that passed away. Oh, that's really brought the mood down. But JD McDonough, yeah, if he's smaller than young boy Dom, then that's probably not aesthetically what they want to go for. There might be another reason. I think JD McDonough's a fantastic wrestler, regardless, and I think it would be foolish to dismiss him based on height.
But we know that happens sometimes, doesn't it, in the wrestling?
Fortunately, this is the die that we are cast with the company that we love. Now, let's move on to the other company that we love, which is AEW. We've seen some names departing recently, like Fuego del Sol, Brian Pillman Jr., Leva Bates, Trench. They've all had contracts expire, and then they've gone their merry way on. Another name to add to that, Fightful Select reported that after 2 years with AEW, Vicky Guerrero is no longer with the company. She hasn't been on the road since February. They asked her to stay home, but now her contract isn't being renewed. It was set to expire in July. It's now July. She's a free agent once more.
Yeah, apparently Guerrero's long planned to sort of move into different stuff in her life, and it's stuff happened in her personal life a few months ago that I don't want to talk about because I can't remember the entire situation off the top of my head. So yeah, I guess in terms of what she did in AEW, it's a case of what might have been. She got paired with Nyla Rose, obviously, and that looked like on paper, it would be a very good tandem, but they didn't really get used, did they? To showcase what they can do on the mic, especially.
And there was a brief dalliance with Andrade El Idolo, and I don't think they ever really found the secret to using Vicky Guerrero in AEW. Just
have a scream, excuse me, here's my client, goodbye.
Here's somebody who needs a charisma bypass. Attach one Vicky Guerrero, done, box tick.
But
that's
surely,
how you do it.
If they got Twitter Nyla Rose, the sassy Nyla Rose who's on Twitter, just
Twitter Nyla Rose is fantastic.
Funny every day, and Vicky Guerrero, we know she can be in terms of improv and whatnot from way back in the day on SmackDown and the like. That would have been je ne sais quoi.
Oh, it would have been Nicole Papa of the highest order. We'll stay with the AEW family and we'll move over to ROH. So question marks over the main event of Death Before Dishonor on Friday. Bit of an update for you.
Yeah, Mark Briscoe is out of Death Before Dishonor due to an injury that requires surgery, so questions have been raised about what will replace the match. Athena, the Ring of Honor Women's Champion, has thrown her hat into the ring to headline the show on Friday against Willow Nightingale, who's getting the big push at the moment. The Owen Hart tournament win, the tournament win. in. I don't know what happened there, but there we go. And her stuff with New Japan. I know she lost the title recently, but she's doing some good stuff as well. It's nice to see. Athena was previously against the idea of facing Willow on Ring of Honor TV, but in the wake of Briscoe's injury, she's open to the idea on the condition that it becomes the main event of Death Before Dishonor.
Yeah, she also wants a special entrance for the night as well.
She comes down with wings every time. How more special can you be?
Wings that fly this time.
Fly in the wings of love.
You need it to be. Certainly an opening for that. It was a real sad bit of news to report about the injury to Mark Briscoe. This really felt like this was going to be a special moment. Maybe the night that you put the Ring of Honor title on Mark Briscoe. That is very much off to the side, and we wish Mark Briscoe a full and speedy recovery. But I mentioned this in the work chat. It's a little bit damning when it comes to Ring of Honor how we are like 4 or 5 days away now, less than that actually. It's on Friday from Death Before Dishonor, and the amount of matches that have been announced, considering the amount of TV we've had to build to it. Something's gone wrong there.
72 matches announced on Thursday.
Yeah, that's
the way to do it.
That's what WCW used to do, though. And sometimes WWE, but more so WCW used to do that. So you're going to see a mad scramble to get matches announced on Thursday's Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Despite that, ticket sales have done well. It's proof positive that Ring of Honor is a brand that people want to go and see, even though there's no card announced for it.
I forget what the last show was, but that sort of exceeded all expectations, didn't it? What was the last pay-per-view called? I can't remember off the top of my head.
It was the anniversary show, wasn't it?
Yes.
Supercard of Honor, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, I hate being live on camera.
It's a good job we're not live on television. That'd be brilliant. That'd be too good. We'll end on this little bit of news that bursts through the wrestling multiverse. Cody Rhodes, is he still friends with the Young Bucks and the Elite since he left WWE? Well, Fightful found out.
At the red carpet of Cody Rhodes' new Peacock documentary in Atlanta, Fightful asked if Cody still spoke with the Bucks, and without hesitation, Cody confirmed that he does fairly regularly. He said without them graciously allowing BTE footage to be in the documentary, that it probably couldn't have happened. He said that even though he never shares the ring with the Bucks and Kenny again, they're bonded for life due to what they did together.
So it's lovely that, isn't it?
They did do a fair whack of stuff together, to be fair to them.
But there's an interesting bit there. Being the Elite footage set to appear in a WWE Peacock documentary.
I hope it's the bit where there was the big murder angle with Hangman Page and stuff. Surrounding dicks and stuff.
Just where they're shouting F the Revival for
No, maybe I don't hope
weeks.
that. I thought that involved somebody else, didn't it? I'll just stop talking there. I hate being live on camera.
I just hope it's the origin of F the Revival. Let's do all that.
Imagine it's just the meme over and over again, just half an hour of that.
Might just be what it is, you know. American Nightmare becoming Cody Rhodes. It premieres on Peacock on July 31st. It looks great.
It does.
The Cody story is amazing, and I for one am looking forward to watching how it played out in real time.
I'm looking forward to seeing how they rewrite history to make it look good.
Oh, of course.
Well, we sent him on an excursion. We didn't release him.
Cody was a superstar under his persona Stardust. We see you, WWE.
Yes, scabs. What do you like?
History is written by the wieners, as they say. You know who you are. We'll have more wrestling news throughout the day at cultaholic.com. Ross hates being live. Stay safe.
Because you just say things that make no sense all the time. At least I do.
That's a whole gig.
I guess so, yeah.
Love you. Bye.